All right, real quick in the time we have left, this alliance between Memphis Mayor Paul Young and Tennessee Governor Bill Lee over the gun safety referendums that the City Council apparently is going to get on the November ballot. After all, they are questions about 3 issues concerning gun safety, regarding handgun permits, assault weapons, whether they should be banned, and a red flag law. Real quick, is he aligning himself with the right people? Some on City Council are critical that he should be aligning with them.
Mayor Young is just trying to play some make-nice politics here and trying to make sure that the state legislature and the governor doesn't get mad at him. They can get mad at the City Council, but don't get mad at me, and maybe you'll continue to fund some projects here. I've said before, let the voters speak on this. It's a trigger law in case the legislature does something later on.
Real quick.
I think Mayor Young is shrewd. I think he's prudent with this. If the City Council was so insistent on making this change, they really believed it would move the needle, assuming it was legal, it was a trigger law, why don't they just pass it right now? They're using the referenda as political cover, which I understand. I get it. But that's what it is. It's a political game. I think Mayor Young, he knows that he needs allies in Nashville. We get a lot of money from there. I think this is a very prudent, shrewd decision on his part, even though I'm sympathetic with some of the referenda. I say that as someone who's sympathetic.
Ditto, ditto, and it's an unnecessary referendum. I'm voting against it.
Okay. Let's talk about Mike Cody before we go. A lot of people may not know him per se, but he was quite a figure in Memphis politics years ago, an attorney in town as well with Birch Porter Johnson. Otis, you wrote the book on mayors in Memphis, and he ran for mayor, and a lot of people, including Susan Adler-Thorpe, who's a frequent guest on this program, said this city would be a different place if he had won that year.
No question. It was 1982. He ran for mayor to be the bridge to the first African-American elected mayor. That's why he ran. He was very popular in the black community at that point because he had been Harold Ford's campaign manager. This man was a statesman. I knew him since 1977. And he was an unbelievably wonderful public servant, and this city has lost a champion.
You know, he was an inspiration for me when I law clerked at Radnor and Sugarman, which was the first racially integrated law firm in the state. Mike Cody was an ultimate gentleman and professional politician. I really, really looked up to him.
Chris, did you ever have a chance to meet him?
I did. He spent some time. We spent some time over lunch one day. He was very busy, very prominent, and when I was in law school, he took me to lunch. Gracious man, renowned in this community, especially among lawyers. Massive loss. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, very nice. Thanks, gentlemen. I appreciate that. And thanks to you at home for being with us. We'll see you next week for ABC24 This Week.